Folks, welcome back to the lab. Well, we have a great project, special project here because I think this is by far the oldest lantern I have here. Um, it's Birdland household. This is the only thing I know about it is it's called an Ohio tubular. That is the consensus on what it is. And this could very well be from the 1880s, late 1880s. And quite valuable, and even in this condition with all the stuff that it's missing. But I'm going to give this just a very basic cleanup. As I'm just sitting here staring at it, I just want to do a basic cleanup on it. I'm not going to go crazy. Just some steel wooling and a treatment, I'm thinking. Maybe some nylon bits on some parts. And I know this is brass, and I may just do a very, very, very simple polishing, maybe even just using my fingers on it just to bring that out, so we know what it is. And I haven't taken it apart to see what the burner's like or anything like that. So, oh yeah, that's right. This already has the patent date is 1889 on here, July of 1889. That's not necessarily the date it was made, but that was just a patent date. So and there's a couple, crooked areas. Here's, there's really no. That's a little crooked there. But I'm not gonna try to straighten up anything, do any of that. Just very simple, because I'm probably gonna let this go to a new home for somebody that may have the parts for something like this. Because I know I wouldn't be able to afford the parts for sure. So, and I got this at an estate sale. I was very lucky, and it was just kind of hiding by the fireplace behind like a big basket full of firewood. There it was sitting, and it had a price tag on it. Okay, so let's do this little cleanup here. So I see here that this most likely comes right off like that. And by the way, I saw this part, just this part, on eBay last week for somebody had this for $125. I doubt that it sold, because boy oh boy, I could try real hard and make you a bunch of these for $125. But well, I'm just looking at how they may have joined things together back then. So let's test out here with a little bit of, and I don't want to get back down to like where it's shiny chrome or anything. I just want to get it to something that'll look nice when treated, and something that feels smooth to the touch, really. That's all I'm doing, getting the burrs off. And I am going to be as careful as can be, because not only does this have a value to it, but it's also history. I mean, man, there's, what if there's none of these around? Would just hate for this to kind of fade away. Would like to preserve it, and hopefully somebody that has the means to get it all its parts that it needs, care for it and house it and love it and kiss it and hug it. I've been wanting to do this video for a long time, and I just keep looking at this thing. And I'm like, geez, I don't know, but what if? And I'm like, well, you know what? I mean, it is mine. It belongs to me. If I choose to just do a quick video on it. I just hate to have it slip, go through my hands without, sharing with you what it is. I'm hoping that whoever is the next to take possession of it appreciates that it just was gently cleaned and cared for. Yeah, that's about all I'd want to do with that. Just, okay. I want to see if the bail comes out. Oh, good. Good, good, good. Good. That's great. I don't like fighting with bales, especially on something that is potentially expensive. Because there's a lot of possibility of denting something, trying to get it out. And I've learned too that if I feel I have to fight even a little bit with a bale trying to get it out, I'll just leave it there and I'll work around it. It's just really annoying the way I have my shop set up here. Every time having to flip around a bale every single time I want to work on the other side of a project. That's just annoying. That's all. Yeah, I don't want to be mixing up my parts. Okay, so let's see. Oh, good. Oh, that's a remarkable shape. Is that original? Man, I mean, that looks like something out of a CT ham under there. I'm curious whether they're interchangeable. I don't necessarily want to even touch this. But I just want to hit this little surface that sits in the seat here. Make sure that's free of debris. I betcha I got an old vintage wick. You can put back in there when we're done. So let's look. That's an interesting kind of galvanized look under there. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's soldered. Soldered all the way around. Nice solder job too. Wow. So let's just gently take a look here, because I can feel the texture that I would like to get off of there. Now, I may want to try nylon bits, but the softest ones I have. These purples are very soft. I have good confidence that they'll work. And that's all I got left. No, that's not it. I got three purples left. Oh, 4. Now we can go over with the steel wool. That will actually make more sense. If the steel wool cannot quite get through what was there earlier, that oxidation. And I'm going to be very careful steel wooling up on these air tubes, because one wrong move, I could break a weld. This is nothing else to support. Everything's held right here. So, like I said before, I think what I would like to do is just kind of do a hand polish. I'm just going to do it this way. I'm going to use this way I completely monitor how much I do it. Yeah, this has got quite a bit of texture to it as well. So this is pretty distant from a, well, actually it feels like, well, maybe that texturing is foreign material. Oh, okay, that's my finger. Okay. Ooh, let's clean that up. The amount I would like. Yeah, good. Okay, good. I like that. Just kind of like, just enough to say, hey, I'm brass. I'm cool and I know it. Yeah. Okay. I'm also going to go mild on the treatment. I'm going to go old school and go with WD on this. I don't know why, but that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, this is as far as I'm going to take it with any of that. It almost looks the same, doesn't it? Let me look through my old wicks. Yeah, that one was one size too big. Okay, cool. All right, so we're gonna do the W on here. I really hate this particular can of WD distributes itself. It's just no matter how short you press, it just keeps coming out. I freaking hate it. You know what I mean? It's got a mind of its own. No control with it. And if you watch my videos back when I first started doing these, I was treating with WD. WD is a fine product, no doubt. But I have adopted the linseed oil with a little kerosene in it, and I like it. And I see a lot less flash rust in my household with it than I do with WD. Just that simple. Look at that. Changes the attitude and the look real good. Real good, like. Now maybe I'll do it this way. Curious as to what these like other colors are on here. Maybe there was some Japanning on this. Try not to disturb the cork. Looking beautiful. Ah! Man, I go to put the spray bottle down and it keeps spraying. Wonder if the guy that says, hey, let's make a trigger that's just happy and just keeps shooting out WD. That way people use shit tons more than they need to. And that way they'll buy more. Well, let's give him the corner office. Okay, I'm starting to lose track of where it did a little bit. Okay, so we are done putting it on. We're just going to take a little off, maybe. Very gently. And this will fade also by itself. Got a part. Couple of parts. Okay. That This. I'm not going to force it on that. Okay, that looks level. Okay. Well, just for a little cleanup, that looks a million times better. Especially just with the WD on it. Beautiful. I bet this was a beauty once. And that air tube's a little crooked there, but I ain't gonna touch it. All right. Well, cool. Ohio tubular. This might be an automatic. The Ohio tubular automatic, which I believe has something to do with the lift. And all right, so let's come down and take a look. Here we have it. Yeah, just enough patina, or just enough patina left on it, just to kind of show you that it's brass, but without looking polished. Great. That was an accident. Finding that that's brass underneath there. That's great. Might be some other brass parts here, but I don't know. I'm not digging any further. Did find out these wires were also brass. Pretty cool little accent. Yeah. All right. So, folks, thank you so much. I know it's a short video, but this is, I think this is a very important lantern. And I can't wait to hear any input from anybody that is familiar with them or has one. Would love to see some photos or any info you might have. Of course, I have asked the greatest group of lantern folks, the Tubular Lantern group on Facebook. Incredibly knowledgeable, and they're pretty sure this is an Ohio tubular automatic. Nobody's definitely sure. Not a whole lot of examples out there to compare to, but this is super cool. Folks, thank you so much. We'll see you again. I got a bunch of other really nice lanterns projects to work on. So thank you so much, folks. And don't you go changing.